What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going over the 10 worst Disney shows. Coming in at number 10, we have Jessie. Okay, I used to like the show, but now I just hate it. I like how the show touched up on topics like overworking parents and the realistic responses produced from the kids, but it is too stereotypical and unfunny. Zuri is a black girl stereotype, and I think this is noticeable by even the fans of the show. Ravi, I'm okay with the fake accent. I mean, like Raj from The Big Bang Theory does it, and it's perfect. But I just don't like the nerdy Indian thing who gets bullied for being smart. That makes no sense. Luke, don't get me started. Emma, the dumb blonde stereotype. It couldn't have hurt to make her a little bit smarter. I mean, both she and Jesse have terrible taste in boyfriends, and they always lash out at others for trying to point out that their boyfriends are jerks. Tony, he's okay. Number 9, Pickle and Peanut. I never thought there would be a worse Disney show than Jessie, but I was totally wrong. This show is absolutely stupid. I have a theory that this show was created mainly to draw in the fools that love the idiotic, non-funny humor and stupid shows like this, just to get them to start watching Disney Channel and Disney in general. I actually thought Pickle and the Peanut things were adorable when I saw the picture of them, but then, when I actually saw a commercial, I wanted to sue Disney. The idiotic shows on Cartoon Network and some of the cartoons on Nickelodeon are just plain stupid. Disney above all that. They are better than Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Their movies are inspiring, they created the most magical place on earth, and they make more per year as it is. So why do you need to sink so low to steal viewers from the other channels and make a random comedy cartoon? Number 8, Best Friends. Best Friends Whenever is yet another show who only focuses on girl problems. Not saying that that's bad, but it's just getting old. Speaking of which, another thing getting old is how the main characters in a lot of the new Disney shows are two girls, one being a bad girl and the other one being a good girl. Anyways, this show is very bad. The humor is terrible, the acting is bad, and the drama is unrealistic. The twins are so annoying. The acting for them is terrible as characters are bad and they're always just destroying random things in the house, and they physically abuse each other way too much. An example of bad acting in this show is that one really smart kid making weird and creepy inventions in his trailer is really bad at acting. He tries to act but always just has a bland face on. Also, if you look closely in some of the scenes with him, he repeatedly glances at the camera. In life, he's like 16 and should know better than that. Heck, the kid who plays Augie in the god-awful show Girl Meets World, he even knows not to look at the camera. Just a piece of crap that was literally slapped together at the last minute to replace I Didn't Do It after its abrupt cancellation. Number 7, Dog with a Blog. Dog with a Blog, judging by the name, you can tell the show was going to fail. I watched the first episode so I can give it a chance, but it was so bad. The parents are very irresponsible and always seem to be forgetting the youngest daughter wherever they go. The son is a math genius, but doesn't like to show it because he thinks his reputation will be ruined. What is this teaching kids? And the name, seriously, the show isn't even about the dog. It could easily continue without it. The only thing the dog does is make unnecessary jokes and makes a blog at the end while the rest of the family is asleep. When he does it, he tells everyone what the message of the episode is, but they're actually really bad ones. There are loads of hidden messages. I think Disney just pulled a random noun out of the hat and then found something to rhyme with it. Number 6, Ant Farm. Honestly, the biggest plot hole in the show is the fact that these kids are in high school. Disney TV shows obviously have a target audience that hone in on kids, but when I used to watch this as a kid, I would always wonder how these characters coped with high school work. There seems to be more focus on their talents, art, and music than any brief mention of actual homework. Is the fact that they are talented the only reason they're in high school? Are all the aspects of English, math, science, and social studies suspended due to their exceptional talents? And do they really get iPads? The show version iPads or Ant-Pads. Just because they're in Ant Farm? That right there made me wonder just how the school sponsored this only for a secret amount of students. That only being those who are advanced naturally talented. Does no one else get a chance in the school? Overall, Ant Farm was another disastrous show made by deteriorating Disney Channel before it got cancelled, probably for the best. Number 5, Liv and Maddie. I knew from the first time I watched this show that it was one of the worst shows on Disney Channel. Whoever was in charge of the plot deserves to be fired immediately. The only Disney show worse than Liv and Maddie is Shake It Up. I can't believe the producers of Liv and Maddie would rip off 2 older shows and even an episode of another older show. The show rips off of Lizzie McGuire because the characters address the audience similar to the way the animated Lizzie did on Lizzie McGuire. The show rips off the sweet life of Zach and Cody because the main characters are twins just like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. The show rips off of an episode of Hannah Montana torn between 2 Hannahs because in that episode of Hannah Montana, both Miley Stewart and her cousin Luann were played by Miley Cyrus. On Liv and Maddie, both of the twins are played by one actress. Number 4, Shake It Up. I have quite a few reasons why this is the worst show. First of all, the acting is horrendous. I thought you had to be talented to be starred in a show. Zendaya is fine, but Bella is just playing horrid. Her character just seems so fake. She can't even speak one line without not acting properly. And the dancing is an embarrassment to all dancers. I really love Agenda's dancing, but not here. Watch her on Dancing with the Stars. The girl's got a lot of talent, but on the show her dancing is quite weak for some reason. And Bella just can't dance at all. The show is about dancers, so why don't you cast good dancers to be on the show? It's very lame and not funny at all. The jokes are seriously embarrassing so much that I can't stand to listen to it. Lastly, the singing just killed me because it's horribly auto-tuned. Zendaya can't sing and Bella, don't get me started. Number 3, Austin and Ally. The show falls flat. The humor gets old and the characters basically recycle their old personalities and sayings over and over again. The show overplays on Trish being lazy and never being able to keep her job. It was a funny little joke at the beginning of the show, but it soon became too much. Trish is also really rude to Dez. Dez is sort of funny, but for the most part, he is really annoying. Sometimes he'll do something that even the dumbest person would not do. And he does these things for the sake of the plot or just to put something funny in there, and it always turns out unnatural. Austin is confusing, mainly because he acts like an idiot a lot, but at other times he's incredibly smart and it doesn't fit his character. Ally is the worst character. She always is so shy and she does the craziest things to avoid something that will embarrass her, but what she does to avoid it is really the embarrassing thing. Her awkwardness is way overplayed and she acts like a little 4-year-old. When she and Austin start dating, she tries to make herself look really pretty. Also, the drama between Austin and Ally is really unnatural. Number 2, Girl Meets World. Girl Meets World is another unfortunate Disney fail. The characters are so bland and lack likability. It is a struggle to watch an entire episode without questioning why Disney chose to do a spin-off and had the idea that it would be a successful TV show. The daughter Riley overreacts at anything and everything. It could be the preteen image Riley tries to portray, but with Disney's unrealistic view of life, I doubt they know how a preteen should act. As in every show of theirs, Disney feels compelled to add a little romance in the air, so they gave Riley a boy named Lucas to swoon and drool over. Farkle, the middle school player, and Maya, a boot camp chick, are somewhat decent characters, but that still does not make the show any better. It is rumored that at the end of every show, there is a lesson to be learned. If you are not paying attention carefully, the lesson can easily be missed. So always be prepared to learn something that you have already learned or to not learn anything at all. Topanga and Corey are the only exceptional characters, and not because they are originally from Boy Meets World. They honestly just know how to act. And number 1, Phineas and Ferb. The stuff with Perry is the only good thing about the show, but sadly, just like the main characters, even the stuff with Perry is getting old. And the reason is the same for all the characters. Phineas and Ferb start making their inventions for stupid reasons. I mean, the old ones had reasons. They built a roller coaster just to have fun on it, but now there's an episode with the storyline. I'm not even joking on this. They go to the moon, kidnap cows to take them, get milk from the cows, and make what is supposed to be the best tasting ice cream ever. That has got to be the stupidest storyline I've seen on this crappy show. And they reuse ideas over and over. They've gone to the moon like 4 times now. And even the stuff with Perry got old, because just like the boys, the inventions get stupider and stupider. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. We hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.